So, good evening, Lakshay. So, I'm going to
Good
ask
evening,
a few
ma'am.
questions. Very good evening. I'm going to ask a few questions. So, be relaxed. First of all, tell me
Yes, ma'am.
something about yourself.
Ma'am, my name is Lakshay and I study in class ninth. I belong to a small village Gadi Nawabad having district Muzaffarnagar in UP, which is famous for jarts because my village is famous for jart. In my family, apart from my parents, I have my elder sister, my grandfather and my grandmother. My hobby is to improve myself in every profession, whether it is my study or my game or my communication skills. I belong to a middle class family because my father is a farmer and my mother is a housewife. I want to become an army officer in my life. That's all about me.
Okay, your hobby. Can you tell me once again your hobby?
My hobby is to improve myself.
This is your
I
hobby.
always, yes, ma'am, I
You, do,
improve myself when I was free.
you don't like dancing, singing, nothing?
No, ma'am.
Why so?
Because ma'am, I like to improve myself when I free, then I do some efforts to improve myself, like I stand in the front of mirror and then I talk to myself in the free time what will I do in my future and so on. And I always think about myself and something about my society something.
It means to say that you lay emphasis on your communication skills. You want to enhance your communication skills. The way you are telling me over and again, I want to improve myself. I stand in front of mirror, so I talk to my friend so that I may. It means your emphasis is mainly on communication skills. Why do you
Yes,
want to
ma'am.
improve your communication skills?
Because ma'am, I want to become an army officer and being a defense aspirant, communication skills is very important because when I talk to somebody, so the way to express myself, the communication skills is very important in every profession. And when I will go in ssb, then the interviewer check the communication skills, the interviewer check the confidence. That's why I improve my skills.
Okay. Can you tell me the meaning of communication as you are using the same word over and again? Communication, communication. What is the meaning of communication?
Ma'am, the way you convey yourself is called communication, and communication is not mean like to speak english. Communication is also you can communicate to anyone in any language, but english is a medium for so that you can communicate to anyone.
Okay. Can you tell me something about your village where you come from?
Ma'am, my village is Gadinabad. It is very near to Shamli or Sisoli. It means I am very close to nature because, as you know, there are less pollution in village. So
Yes, yes.
I am very close to nature, and my village is famous for jarts because there are lot of jarts in my village.
Okay. So, as you told me that you want to be an army officer.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If I gave you a chance to become a huge army officer, so what changes would you like to bring in our country? What can you
Ma'am,
do?
I will complete my dream. My dream is not to become only army officer. My dream is to win Balidan batch, is to win Paramveer Chakra. My dream is to win that type of medal, highest military medal. And firstly, I will complete my dream. And then, if I complete my dream, then I will do some changes in army, in defense forces, like to improve the weapons and any other. But firstly, I will complete my dream.
This is your dream. Okay, one thing more. How do your friends describe you?
Ma'am, My friends can describe me like he is a very good person. He always help to other, and when my friends is in when my when we in is in bad condition, then I can help him.
Okay. So if you commit a crime without anyone seeing you, whether you would like to tell anyone or not,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I will confess myself because honesty is the best policy.
you will you will confess. But to whom?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am,
Whom?
in the front of police
You will surrender
because
yourself.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you tell me one thing. Where are you studying right now?
What, ma'am? Could you repeat?
Where are you studying right now? Studying
In which
right
school?
now. Yes.
Ma'am, I am studying Career Defense School. It is in Ambala in state Haryana. The motto of that school is to become army officer, is to become officer to any person, or the motto of that school to uh, send the students in RMS or Sainik school or RIMC Dehradun.
So which exam are you preparing for? RMS or Sainik?
Ma'am, I am preparing for both exams, RMS and Sainik both.
So what is the abbreviation of RMS? RMS.
Admission with ma'am
Yes, you can
motto.
say full form. Full form. What is the full form of RMS?
Royal Military School or Rashtriya Military School.
Rashtriya Military School. So Rashtriya Military School, when it was founded?
Ma'am, it was founded before the independence.
Okay. What is the motto?
Ma'am, the motto of Rashtriya Military School and the Sainik School to send the student to prepare the students for National Defense Academy. It is located in Khadakwasla, Pune, so that the student can become army officer direct after 12.
Okay. So what about Sainik School? Like if you get
Sainik,
selected for like if you get opportunity that you have been selected for both. So which school would you like to take admission in?
ma'am, I will prefer to Rashtriya Military School
Why so?
because the selection rate of Rashtriya Military School to NDA is better than Sainik School.
So why you are interested only in Sainik School, RMS? So there are so many other schools, public schools, but why you are not showing any kind of interest in those schools?
Because,
You want to serve
because
your
ma'am,
nation?
they are
You want to serve your
yes,
nation?
ma'am. I want to serve my nation. And these schools are different from other schools. These schools give the different training than other schools.
Training means what kind of training are you talking
Different
about?
training. Like they all along with study, they always think that student will prepare for SSB. The communication skills of student improve. It means they think that all the defense training will provide it to student in that school.
Okay, now you are studying in career
Career
defense
defense school.
career defense school. So do you like the methodology of teaching over there? Are you satisfied with the
Yes, ma'am. I'm satisfied. Satisfied, and I'm standing, and I have very confident that, and this time I will definitely crack these examinations.
okay. Now you are confident. You are confident enough that you can crack any exam.
Yes, ma'am.
It means you are working hard
Yes,
nowadays. Your teachers,
yes,
they
ma'am.
must be working hard on you.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm not doing work hard. I'm doing smart study. I don't believe in hard work study. I believe in smart study. And my teachers are also believe in smart study. They also don't believe in hard work study.
Exactly. You are doing smart study means less time. You mean to
and
say
more gain.
more work. Okay, that's very good. So how you got to know about this school?
What? क्या what, ma'am?
How you got to know about this school, career defense school? You are saying, ma'am, I am enrolled in this school. I am quite satisfied. But how you got to know?
Ma'am, when I was in class 8, when I had complete my class 8, then I fill a form of Gurukul Kurukshetra. Then I get reject of that school. Then when I was using YouTube, then I saw Winner Sir who was talking on the YouTube. Then I saw that their schools his schools is good, so I call a lot to the schools, and then my father take admission in that school.
Okay. So which is your favorite subject?
Ma'am, my favorite subject is maths.
Maths or science? Okay, maths. Why do you like only maths? Don't you like science?
Because ma'am, I like science, but I like maths more. Because when I study maths, then I don't see the time. When I study math, then I make the target that today I will complete
That you
the
have to
number of
complete.
sums. Yes, and I don't see the time when I solve any questions of math, and I interest in that subject.
You don't like any other subject like language subject. You don't like English subject,
No,
but you are
because
saying
I don't like to learn means I don't like to learn. I like to understand everything. And in the maths, the question are different. So our mind use a lot,
you use your mind.
and I like to use my mind.
So how much you scored in your previous class? How much you
Ma'am,
scored?
Ma'am, as you know the condition of COVID-19, so my previous year final examination had not happened.
They were not conducted. So at least they must have given you some report card like this. They must have given you that
Yes,
you people
ma'am.
stand here only.
Yes,
At
ma'am.
least
Ma'am,
there is not much
in that report card, I scored 96%.
overall.
Yes, ma'am.
In which subject did you score well?
Ma'am, I scored maths. I scored maths in well.
Okay. So maths your favorite subject.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, one thing more that your what is your strength? Your strength.
Ma'am, my strength is that I always see everything like a goal or like a target. It means my full data. I my target is that on the basis of the target, I classify two: my long term target and my short term target. I see my long term target, and I observe that to get the long term target, what efforts I should do, and that I make my annual target, then monthly target, weekly target, and then my full day target. So my strength is that I always see
That
anything
you
as a target. I will definitely got it.
it means you like to complete your task at a stipulated time. That you have set your target that you have to complete this much target in this much time. Okay.
Yes,
Your
ma'am.
weakness. Each and every person has some weakness. Where do you think that where you lag behind?
Ma'am, my weakness is that my communication skills and my English speaking is not good, and I am doing efforts for it. I am taking classes on YouTube, and also I am also taking the class from you, from communication skills class in my school, which is online class. They always teach me about how to speak English, how to improve your communication skills.
Okay, one thing more that I want to ask, if you get a chance, like if you become billionaire, okay, if you become a billionaire, so I mean, would you like to help the needy person or would you like to expand your business? Like you have You have amassed so much wealth. So would you like to uh, use that much money to help the needy people, or you would like to expand your business? It means you will think that it's better to expand business instead of helping others. What do you say?
Ma'am, I will spend that money on the needy peoples because they are poor and my responsibility as a citizen to help them. So I will spend the money to needy peoples.
Needy persons.
Yes, ma'am.
No, wouldn't you like to expand your business? If you want to expand your business, so you need money as well. What do you
Ma'am,
say?
I need money,
Hmm,
but I don't get blessing. I can expand my business for money, but when I help to any people, needy person, so they give me blessings, and blessing is better than to accept to money.
very good. So who is your role model? Whom would you like to be? Who is your role model?
Ma'am, I want to like to be uh, Vihan Singh Shergill.
Why so? What's special?
Ma'am, I like the personality of a para SF commando, and he is a major. And I have not seen him, but I have heard about him. So I want to become like him.
Okay. Where would you find yourself after 6 or 7 years?
Ma'am, according to me, I will find myself in National Defense Academy because I am fully confident that I will crack the exam of NDA as well as I will crack the SSB and medical also. After the 6 or 7 year, I will see myself in National Defense Academy.
So your parents, your mother and father, they are not a role model for you?
They are role model for me, and I respect him. I am living because of them, because my father and my mother do very efforts for me, and I get motivate themselves. When I get demotivate, then I always see the faces of my parents. Then I get motivate again. They
Okay.
are the motivation for me.
They motivate you. Whom you have
Yes, ma'am.
motivated the most? Whom?
Ma'am, uh, ma'am, both motivate me equally.
Both motivated you
But
equally.
but when I see the face of my father, then I get motivate a lot.
He wants to he wants that he wants that Lakshya should be in army. He should be an army officer. He wants to see some badges. Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
this is his dream.
Yes, ma'am.
So definitely you must fulfill your dream.
Thank you, ma'am.
If you one question more, like if you see that someone is sinking in a boat, whom would you like to have the most? An old lady or a friend?
Ma'am, if the if possible, then I will escape both of them.
But how can you help
Ma'am, if
both sides?
possible, ma'am, if possible, then I will shouting and call the people near that. And when people came there, then I save my friend or that old lady, and that person whom I call, they save that one of them.
Okay, your favorite color. What's your favorite color?
Ma'am, my favorite color is black.
You like to wear black,
Yes, ma'am.
black t-shirt, pant, whatever.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Lakshya, I'm an old lady. I think you should save an old lady. You shouldn't
Ma'am,
save your friend.
ma'am, I save my friend. Ma'am, if my friend not to swim, if my friend knew
Doesn't
how
know.
to swim,
Doesn't know how to swim. Okay.
And if he know how to swim, then I will save that lady. But if he don't know how to swim, then I will save my friend.
Okay, by
because
God's.
that old
Okay, just go
because
ahead.
that old lady have that old lady have a lot of age, and maybe she can die after 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
And I also don't know who she is.
If somebody, if you're caught red-handed while accepting a bribe, being an army officer, so how will you deal that problem? Suppose,
Ma'am, can you
suppose if someone catches you red-handed, right? Red-handed while taking a bribe from somebody else, like you are an army officer. Sometimes they do in government jobs, they accept bribe, whatever. So if you are caught red-handed, so how will you deal?
ma'am, what is
How
red
will
hand?
you deal in that situation? Like
Ma'am,
somebody is giving you bribe and moreover you are accepting.
no
So
ma'am, I
how will
will
you
not
take
accept it.
how will you tackle that problem? How will you deal
Ma'am,
that
first
situation?
Ma'am, first I will take the money. Then I will call the police, and I talk to that person, and I confuse that person in my talk, and I call that police, or I message to police. And when police came there, then I will give that money to police and that person also.
Okay. What is the burning issue nowadays?
Ma'am, corruption is very burning issue nowadays.
Corruption is. So,
Yes, ma'am.
can you describe it? The meaning of
Ma'am,
corruption?
corruption.
Yes, the
Ma'am,
meaning.
corruption it mean taking it means using the power, using the power bad in bad types.
That
It
type.
means misuse of powers. It means misuse of powers. It means
Misuse of.
example, someone is a leader, so he misuse that power. And if someone is an officer, so he misuse the power and also take the money, illegal money. So that is corruption. And nowadays the talented person are not get chances to do something, and the non-talented person to give the illegal money, they get the chance to do anything. So India is now is not good as compared to any other countries.
What you have to say on COVID, coronavirus? Now all schools they have been shut down. Everything has got messed up. So people they are getting afraid of going outside. So nowadays schools are going to reopen. So what would you like to say? So would you like to go to school whenever they get reopened, or would you like to continue your studies staying at home?
Ma'am, I think school should not open because the COVID-19 is now present there. It has not end. So school should not open in this time. School should open after some days, after some month. So government does not thinking about the children, because there are some small children who go to school and COVID-19 is present there. So school should not open. So I will continue my study on online, and after the condition will handle, then I will go school.
So, what are the qualities of being an army officer? As you are emphasizing on becoming an army officer, I want to be an army officer. I mean, what qualities an army officer should possess?
Ma'am, army officer, effective, intelligent, and mainly leadership quality, and a lot of quality. A 15 officer like quality are there. That is if, effective intelligence, and reasoning ability and stamina. originality, and leadership quality, a lot of quality. And if officer have 15, that 15 officer like quality, so that are able to make officer.
These are the these are the main qualities of becoming an army officer.
But the major quality is leadership, and the leadership and the expression, and the means body language expression.
These are the main
Because an
qualities.
officer lead us a lot of soldier, a battalion. So the action of the body language and that person leadership is very important to become officer.
Okay, very good. So you gave me all the answers quite satisfactory. So I am happy for you. But I want to tell you one thing. You have so many hiccups, right? Whenever you speak, that there are some hiccups. Moreover, I asked tricky questions as well. So, but you gave me answers quite satisfactory. So I am happy. So next time you come with better preparation. But this way, if we keep on conducting such
Okay.
interviews, so definitely you will go through. Okay. So thank you
Yes,
so much,
ma'am.
Lakshya. How did you feel?
Thank you, ma'am.
How did you
Ma'am,
feel?
good. Ma'am, ma'am, I good. I feel good.
It's like a mock interview. The same questions you can expect in your interview. Okay. Thank you.
Ma'am,
Bye.
ma'am,
What?
I'm fully relaxed.
You're
I
relaxed.
have no any tension.
Exactly. If you feel relaxed, that nobody can stop you from achieving your goal. Nobody can stop you. Okay. You need to work upon little more on your communication skills. You have some time. By the time,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, you will do a lot. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
इस वीडियो को लाइक करें, हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर बेल आइकन जरूर प्रेस करें हमारी न्यू वीडियो सबसे पहले देखने के लिए।